Hi there, my name is Kristen O'Hara and I'm the Director of Interpretation at Pajarito Environmental Education Center. We are the nonprofit that runs the Los Alamos Nature Center. Bears are active in Los Alamos during spring, summer, and fall. New Mexico Game and Fish recommend the following 6 bear-wise basics to keep you and our bears safe. Do not feed or approach bears. Whether it's unintentional or intentional, feeding black bear in our community is incentivizing them to come into our residential neighborhoods for food. And we do not want to do that. They are wild animals. They're equipped for finding food themselves. Our people food is not the best thing for them. As far as approaching bears in the wild, it is best to stay away from black bear. If a black bear hasn't seen you and you happen to see one across the street from you, take a moment to have that beautiful experience, but do not approach a black bear. Make sure to secure your garbage cans and recycling. Bears have a very keen sense of smell and can rip open garbage cans very easily, so having them secured with some sort of bungee cord or something to keep the lids down is the best way to keep our bears in our community safe. Remove bird feeders during prime active bear times. Black bears in Los Alamos are active anywhere between the very end of April, May to the middle of November. So during those times, anything we can do to keep our bears safe by not giving them food is better for bears and better for us. So at night, for instance, at the Nature Center, we take down the bird feeders that we have outside and put them back up in the morning. So that is something you can do. But if you do have a bear at your house that has eaten from your feeders, make sure to take your feeders down for a length of time around 2 weeks, so the bear does not acclimatize to coming to your house for food. Do not leave your pet food outside. If you happen to feed your animals outdoors, put your food bowls out there, make sure your animals have your fill, but make sure you bring them in after your animal is done eating. That'll, again, keep the bears safe. Clean and store your grills. That means cleaning your grills thoroughly, removing all fat and food that could have dropped in the base of the grill, and then storing it in an inaccessible place, so a place the bears cannot get to, like a garage or even inside your house, if that's a possibility. I know not everybody has a garage, but just keeping in mind a good place to store a grill that is away from a bear's, that can be away from.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to, well, not White Rock. We are in Hakona for the first round of the girls Class 4A State Championship Tournament in the sport of softball. The Los Alamos High School Hilltoppers are taking on the Bloomfield Bobcats in the opening round of the Class 4A State Tournament. And we are getting going a little bit early here. This game is scheduled to go at 4, but everyone's on the field and everyone's getting ready to go here. So caught us a little bit by surprise. Fortunately, we do know that softball does occasionally start a couple of minutes early, not usually 15 minutes early. But for the Toppers, they're going to start Nadia Cedillo on the mound today, and she's going to face Navia Archuleta from Bloomfield, followed by Trinity McMurray. She's a designated hitter, and Jerry Lynn De La Garito is the right fielder, and we're underway already. Wow, didn't waste any time today.
No, they certainly didn't. You know, we tried to get here early. We did get here early. We got here plenty early. Of course, we were able to do our paperwork and stuff, but then we thought we were going to have a little bit of a break, but then they started to ride out. Nevaeh Archuleta, the third baseman, is at the plate, and I think right now we're looking at ball 3. And so Nadia Cedillo on the mound for Los Alamos, and behind the plate, Liliana Garcia. I think Mike went through the defensive lineup for Los Alamos, and this one is going to be ball 4, so 4 straight balls
Wow,
from
and
Nadia.
so
Wow.
we saw Nadia just about a week ago against
Taos.
that was Taos, as a matter of fact, and boy, she was just dialed in. But a 4-pitch walk here to start this game. And this is a single elimination contest, by the way.
Yes.
The winner moves on to the main softball bracket. The loser goes home. Bloomfield coming in tonight, Gene, with a record of 12 wins and 14 losses. And the toppers 19-7 after an excellent regular season. Nice fastball on the inside corner. And quickly 0-2 for Nadia Cedillo as she faces Trinity McMurray, the designated hitter for the Bloomfield Bobcats.
Big, tall girl. She bounces one out into right field. And so coming around third, I think they're going to go for home. Yes, they are. Sliding into home and then sliding into third. So it was just a ground ball that went out between the second base and the first base, right down the middle. They couldn't get to it. Went all the way back to the fence. And the Hilltoppers had a heck of a time picking it up, and the runners just didn't waste any time. Nave Archuleta, she just roared around, came home to score. And then Trinity McMurray, the designated hitter, tall girl, and she ends up with a triple. And now Geraldine Delagarito is at the plate. So there's a one run in already for Bloomfield. They have a runner on third base. There's nobody out. And Geraldine Delagarito is at the plate, fouls the first one off. Beautiful day here. What's interesting, Mike, is that Nave Archuleta came around, dove into home plate. She didn't need to do that, but the whole thing is the home plate here is the entire infield is brown artificial turf.
So no dirt stains on the uniform. That's disappointing.
Yeah, this is a beautiful field. They have the infield, the batter's box, all of that is in brown. This is fouled off out into right field, and the Hilltoppers can't get to it. But boy, nice try out there in right field as Sydney Kitts tried to get over there for Los Alamos. Couldn't make it, but at any rate, it's a little windy here. It's not particularly. It's not like hot. It's warm, and so right now the count is 2-2. There's still nobody out. Geraldine Delagarito at the plate. Boy, nice pitch, fastball. Wow, boy, she just looked at that thing, and boy, I mean, that was a meatball.
Yep, right. Just about belt high right over the middle of the plate, but doesn't offer or rather misses that one. So one away here, still runner on third for the Bloomfield Bobcats, and that's going to bring to the plate the cleanup batter, Amaya Goins. She's the first baseman. Another big girl.
Yeah, strike one is the first pitch to her. Yeah, she is a big girl. She has the stature of a cleanup hitter. Should be followed by Caitlin Cepeda. But
looks a little bit like Frank Thomas, Gene. You remember the big hurt from a few years ago? Not unlike that. Big swing, and that's going to be fouled back and out of play. Yeah. 1-2 the count to Goins, the cleanup hitter. Runner still on third, Gene. Actually, we had the foul ball down the right field line a little while ago. Sydney Kitts giving chase to it. It might have been a good thing that she didn't catch it.
Yeah, definitely, because that would have been Trinity McMurray could have walked home on that one. This one now is fouled out down right field again and out of play.
Boy, oh boy, Goins didn't hit that particularly well, and that went a long way.
Yes, it did. Yeah, she didn't have a big, tough, hard swing on it, and that thing really took off. So the count right now to Sydney is 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one's high. Good Boy, and a good recovery that time by the catcher for Los Alamos, Ileana Garcia, because that one sailed. And so that's going to make it 2-2 now to the cleanup batter, Amoya Goins.
Right back up the middle and out into center field. That's going to score a run. So base hit for Goins. Right back up the box. Hit it pretty good. It went straight down, but rolls out to center field, and that is a RBI for Goins as McMurray comes in to score. So that makes it 2-0 quickly here in the top of the first inning. Just one away here for the Toppers. And coming up to bat, the number 5 batter in the order, that is Caitlin Zapeta. She is
in this contest. Amaya Goins is on first base after that nice single right up the middle. Caitlin Zapeta, the shortstop, sitting there looking right now at 2 strikes. Nadia would like to get, she fouls this one off. So she got a nice piece of it, but right smack back against the screen. And so on deck will be Elise Smith Oliver, who is the catcher for the Bobcats. And there's another fly ball in the deep right out into deep right field, and that's a home run. Oh my God! Did she pace that thing?
Wow, that was a line drive straight out to the opposite field. Sydney Kitts out there in right field took about 2 steps and just kind of gave up. No point going there. No doubt about that one. Opposite field home run.
Yeah, Sydney started running over there, and then, like Mike said, after about 2 steps, she could see that thing was gone. And I'm not sure what the distance is out there, but anyway, Caitlin Zapeta with a home run, and that brings in Amaya Goins also. So right now we're looking at a 4-0 ball game in the top of the first inning.
Wow, not what we were expecting.
No, not at all. And Elise Smith Oliver, the catcher, is at the plate, called strike. So nobody on at this point after the 2-run homer by Caitlin Zapeta. Boy, did she pace that thing. So she swings and misses on this one.
Nice pitch from Cedillo. Took a little bit off of that. Kept it up at the top of the strike zone, but took something off of it. And Smith Oliver swings right through it. 0-2 the count.
There's still only 1 out, and there's a called strike. No, there were. So she goes down and see another called strike. So the catcher.
No, that was. I thought everybody started running off the field. I've only got 2 outs. Well, there was only 2 outs.
Yeah, when I said there was 1 out, and then everybody looked like everybody's run off the field. Now that's right field by Sydney Kitts in foul territory, and Nevea Garcia flies out to right field into foul territory. So a foul down into right field. Sydney Kitts comes in, makes the catch, but a big inning that time, Mike, for the Bobcats, as they put up 7 batters and brought 4 of them home.
4 spot in the top of the first inning for the Bloomfield Bobcats. This is a single elimination contest here in this first round. The winner of this game, as we said, will go into the main bracket of the Class 4A state softball tournament. But the loser will not advance anywhere. So the Toppers with a quick 4-0 hole after just half an inning.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of, I expected it to be the reverse.
Yeah, we thought that, and the Toppers have been swinging hot bats the last couple of weeks. See if they can stay hot here. They will be facing against Bloomfield pitcher Navia Garcia, and the Toppers batting order this afternoon. They'll be led off by Nadia Cedillo, the pitcher. Ileana Garcia, the catcher, will hit second. Abby D. Herrera is the number 3 hitter. She's a shortstop. Sydney Kitts gets the nod as the cleanup hitter. She's the right fielder. Michaela Guillen is the first baseman. Rihanna Naranjo, the center fielder. Jamie Cisneros, the left fielder. Lindsay Ferran is the DH. She's hitting 8th. Anna Bergman is hitting 9th. She is the second baseman. And we have a flex player, Maria Di Herrera, and she is playing third base on defense, but will not bat. So Cedillo, Garcia, and Abby Di Herrera will face Navia Garcia in this bottom of the first, and quickly, nice.
Right down to the shortstop. Wow.
Wow, now that was hit pretty hard there by Nadia, but a nice pickup there by the shortstop.
So the first pitch, he takes that first pitch and a hard ground ball down to the shortstop, but a great play at that short that time and scooping it up that time was for
let's see, that was Caitlin Zepeda, the shortstop. So nice pickup there by Zepeda. So one away quickly for Los Alamos, and that's going to bring up Ileana Garcia to the plate as we have a stoppage of play here. Oh, Cardinal sin. She was wearing illegal sunglasses over there at first base. Can't do that.
Yeah,
cannot do that.
Let's see, she's number 18. I don't think I have an 18, but
that should be Ileana.
Ileana, yeah. So the ball comes back to the pitcher and just a little slow roller. She runs over, grabs it, picks it up, and then drops it. So they had her cold, but an error by the pitcher that time, and that's going to put Ileana on first base. That'll bring up Abby Di Herrera. She's the shortstop for Los Alamos, and
so we have a
golden runner.
We have a golden runner. Well, we that is actually the official title of that individual is the courtesy runner, and the pitcher and the catcher can both get courtesy runners, but golden runner so much better.
Yeah, that's Micah Stanfield who comes into as the pinch runner, and so at the plate right now is Abby Di Herrera. She's the shortstop for Los Alamos. And boy, nice pitch right down the middle, called strike. So it's a 4-0 ball game. We're just starting the bottom of the first inning. As Bloomfield came up with some big bats. Bloomfield, by the way, is coached by Daniel Nelson. Their record, they're 12-14 overall. 6-4 is the district record, which I don't understand. But anyway, this pitch is going to be low and inside. Nice dig out that time by the catcher for Bloomfield. There's a boomer out into left field. That's going to go up against the fence. And heading for third right now. I'm going to pull up third. And that is Ileana Garcia.
Yeah, so a line drive into left field. Hit in front of the fence. Actually, I thought it might hop over, but the effect is the same. So Abby gets a stand-up double. And on first base right now, or third base rather, is the golden runner.
Yeah, Micah Stanfield. And there's a little pop fly. Pop fly, they throw down to first, and let's see, was that in time?
That was in time.
Okay,
that was barely in time.
I thought she was safe.
On the attempted sacrifice. Well, it is a successful sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, so that does bring home Ileana Garcia. And then Abby Di Herrera, who was right now at the plate for Los Alamos, is Michaela Guillen. That sacrifice bunt was by Sydney Kitts, the right fielder, and so she was thrown out, and so that makes it 2 away. Los Alamos, and Michaela Guillen, the first baseman, is at the plate for Los Alamos, and she's looking at 2 strikes.
That second pitch, a nice change up right off on the outside corner. Didn't do much with that fastball. It's going to roll over to short. Another nice pickup and throw out at short. So two nice plays on defense by Caitlin Zepeda, the shortstop for Bloomfield. And that'll do it for Los Alamos. 6-3 put out. And so the Toppers do pick up one run on one hit. They had a one Bloomfield error and one runner left. So after one full inning, the Bloomfield Bobcats with a surprising 4-1 advantage heading into the top of the second inning. And boy, oh boy, interestingly, the Bobcats are going to come. They're toward the bottom of their orders as we come in right now. But that top of the order has got some firepower.
Yeah, they put up seven batters. Yeah, put up 7 batters and brought 4 of them home. So it looks like Angel or Angel, I guess it's Angel Campbell, will be the will be first up for the Angel Campbell. She's a center fielder. She'll be up first, and then she'll be followed by Haley Percote, and she is the third baseman, and then we'll the second baseman, then we'll roll around to the top of the order back to Nevaeh Archuleta. But left-handed batter comes to the plate, and this is Angel Campbell takes the first swing. Kyle fouls it off. That was almost a slap bunt. Did you see the way she went after that?
A little bit, yeah. I'm not quite sure she actually meant to do that, but
she took that step forward and kind of chased the ball. I haven't seen a slap bunt all season long.
Oh, that was definitely a slap bunt.
Yes.
And swing and a miss, 0-2 the count quickly to Angel. And so Cedillo and boy, her coach didn't like something that she was doing there. They had a little discussion, little sidebar over there, and yeah, he wasn't crazy about something he saw.
So you got 2 strikes, lady.
Yeah, don't strike out. That's called quality managing, Jane.
Yes, it is. Okay, so this one is low and outside to the left-handed batter. And so 1-2 is the count. And the ground ball down to the shortstop, picked up there by the Hilltoppers by Abby D. Herrera over to Michaela Guillen. And so they retire right off the bat. First thing, Angel Percote. And so that'll bring up the bottom of the order. And that's going to be Haley Percote. And second baseman.
Right-handed batter with one away. So nice pickup there by Abby. And Gina, as you said, this is artificial turf here in Milwaukee. Really, really nice field, but it's artificial turf. Toppers, of course, play on a natural surface. So see how that affects the defense. You actually tend to get truer bounces off of artificial turf, but the ball comes at you quite a bit faster.
Yeah, you really do. And like you say, if you hit it in the infield, you hit a grounder in the dirt, it's not going to zing along like it would on this artificial turf. Swing and miss, so that's going to make it 1-2 to the number 9 batter, and that's Haley Percote. 1-4 right now. The Hilltoppers swing and miss on a high outside pitch. She should have looked at that one.
Yeah, I've got her to chase on that fastball by a well high and outside, 2 down now, but that's going to bring up the top of the order.
So here they go again.
So the Bobcat, well, the good thing is they didn't mess up your, they didn't bat around in that first inning, because I know that messes up your score sheet.
Certainly does.
Nevaeh Archuleta, and she booms one into right field. That's going to go over Kitz's head and bounce over the fence for a ground rule double. And boy, I thought, I actually thought for a second there she might have got the whole thing, but I don't know if the wind knocked that down a little bit because she hit that very, very hard.
Yeah, she really did. And now here comes Trinity McMurray. She's a designated hitter. Big, tall girl.
Yeah, she is. And if she didn't play basketball for the Bobcats this year, I ought to check on that. But yeah, she looks.
She had a triple last time she was up. This ball is going to go high and back to the screen. So down to third base. Goes on the pass ball. It goes Neve Archuleta. Trinity McMurray still at the plate. And this one,
oh boy.
That looked awful good.
Very good looking pitch, but Nadia does not get the call. I thought that caught the inside corner. That looked pretty good to me.
Certainly did. This one is going to go wild, and we're going to have another slide into home plate for no reason. And so Neve Archuleta comes in from third. That's going to make it now 5-1. And Trinity McMurray still at the plate. And she's looking at Owen. What is she looking at?
I think it's 1-2 the count now. If I'm not mistaken.
Whatever they're doing, they're not putting.
It's going to be 2-2. Excuse me.
Not putting it up on the scoreboard. There they go. So ground ball down to first base. Michaela Gian, easy play, and so that will do it. So Michaela unassisted out on that one for Michaela, and that makes it out number 3. But another run comes in for the Bobcats, and they now lead in the ball game 1-4.
Actually, 5 now.
So 1-5.
So the Toppers down by a 4 spot again as they come up to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. The Bobcats score a run on 1 hit, no Topper errors, nobody left. Ground rule double by Navia Archuleta, and she scores on a pair of wild pitches. So a 5-1 advantage for the Bloomfield Bobcats. Coming up for Los Alamos here in the bottom of the second inning, Rihanna Naranjo will lead things off. She is the center fielder. She'll be followed by Jamie Cisneros, the left fielder, and designated hitter Lindsay Ferran. If any of those ladies get on, Hannah Bergman, the second baseman, will be fourth due up in this inning. But Rihanna Naranjo, who is hitting in the 6th spot, but Rihanna, very dangerous pitcher. She lines one straight into center field, unfortunately. Right at the center fielder, barely had to move.
She took one step to the left or something, and Angel Campbell just came right to her. So Hilltoppers. So Rihanna Garcia flies out right away to center field. And at the plate right now is Jamie Cisneros.
And it's going to be interesting to see how the Toppers react here. Gina Cisneros fouls one off. 0-1. They're not in the position where they're used to being down a bunch of runs. Cisneros rolls one to second base. Picked up by the second baseman, no problem for out number 2.
Yeah, and so the play right down to, just a shortstop, Caitlin Zepeda. All she had to do was scoop it up. It came right to her. All she had to do was to pop it over. So Jamie Cisneros grounds out to the second baseman, and so Lindsay Ferran, the designated hitter for Los Alamos, will be at the plate. She right now is she's the 8th batter for Los Alamos, number 8, bats in the number 8 position. So takes a swing at that one, and she's got 2 strikes on her right now, Mike, and 2 strikes and 2 outs. Wow, boy, that pitch was a little high and outside, but boy, that could have easily been called a strike. So Lindsay Ferran, the only senior on the team, to swing at that one, and down she goes. So she goes down swinging. So 3 up, 3 down for the Bobcats on that one.
Yep, the Toppers, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. So after 2 complete, the Bloomfield Bobcats up 5-1 over the Los Alamos High School Hilltoppers in this first round of the Class 4A State Championship Tournament. Winner go home today in this first round. The winner will move on to double elimination, which is exactly, it runs exactly as smoothly as it sounds like it does.
Yeah,
so never a hitch, never goes off with a hitch down there.
God.
It's kind of it's interesting to watch the softball tournament, but
when you see what's like, if you lose, like for instance, whoever wins this ball game is going to go on, and they will so they're going to Los Alamos is the 5 seed, Bloomfield is the 12 seed, so Los Alamos, if they win this, they theoretically should play their number 4 seed to start things off.
Here we go in the top of the 3rd inning, and we're going to wait for a little bit of a breeze to hopefully die down. So Gerlin Delgadito is she's going to lead things off. She's number 3 hitter for Bloomfield. She plays right field, followed by Amaya Goyens and Caitlin Zepeda. 2 up in this inning for Bloomfield. A little gusty right this second. And like I said, this is artificial turf. No dust, but there's dust in the parking lot, and it's kind of blowing in this direction.
Yeah. So Geraldine Delagarito at the plate. And ground ball down to the pitcher. Nadia Cedillo picks it up over to Michaela again. And so she grounds out to start things off. And so nice play that time by Nadia. And then Amaya Goins, the first baseman who had a single last time she was up, came around to score. And so she'll come to the plate we have 1 away. We're in the top of the 3rd inning.
Game going pretty quickly here.
Yes.
Well, that does help when, you start the game, 15 minutes early, but want to know to Goins. And, but like I was saying, Gene, as Goins pace one into left center field, that's going to be up against the fence. She's going to dig for 2, not the fastest runner, but she's going to make it standing up.
Yeah, and boy, beautiful hit though. All the way out into left, up against the fence. Boy, nice double by Amaya Goins. And she had a single the last time, and then she was brought home by Caitlin Zepeda. And Caitlin now comes to the plate, and she pasted a home run the last time.
Yeah, opposite field to right field, and no doubt about it. So yeah, we're in the teeth of this Bloomfield order with the Toppers down by 4. And nice pitch there by Cedillo. Got the outside corner with the fastball for strike 1. But this is an unfamiliar territory. The Toppers aren't used to being down very much.
No, they're not. And the pitch, and there's a ground ball.
No, line drive right at the pitcher, Nadia Cedillo, and she speared it mostly out of self-defense, but she catches it. Goins did not get too far away from second. She retreats safely, but wow, that ball was hit very, very hard, but Cedillo able to react and catch it for out number 2.
Yeah, I couldn't see where it went because the umpire, where we have to set up here, the umpire is kind of in front of me, and
we should ask the umpire to move.
He completely screened that play out for me. So anyway,
yeah, he doesn't need to be there.
No, he doesn't.
Oh boy, another very close pitch does not get the call.
Yeah, Elise Oliver Smith, the catcher, is at the plate right now. for Bloomfield. She swings and misses. So she's right now, she's 1-2. And
actually, if she'd let that go, I'm sure she would have, would have gotten called a ball. That was a little further out than the previous pitch.
2 outs with a runner on the second. This one's fouled off. So the count's going to remain at 1-2. So she's the catcher. She called out on strikes the last time she was up in that first inning.
And that ball, by the way, Gene, ended up in the cow pen, so I don't think anybody's dying to go get it.
This is a little high, so it's going to even up the count at 2-2. 2 outs, so we've got 2 outs and 2 runners in, 1 runner on second base. Oh, nice called strike.
What a pitch by Cedillo. A breaking ball just catches the inside corner. Wow, that was her far and away best pitch of this contest, and she rings her up for out number 3. Heck of a pitch there. So the Bobcats, no runs on 1 hit, no topper errors, and 1 runner left. So 5-1 in favor of Bloomfield, but boy, what a pitch by Cedillo just when the toppers needed it.
Yeah, as we come into the bottom of the 3rd inning right now, and we're going to start things off with Lindsay Ferran. She's a designated hitter, and then she'll be followed by Hannah Bergman, and then we will roll around to the top of the order to Nadia Cedillo.
Actually, I think Bergman is up first.
Is that right?
Yeah, Ferran made the last out of the last inning, so
you are correct, sir.
It'll be Bergman in the top of the order.
Yes.
Cedillo, then Ileana Garcia. So 9-1-2.
I hate it when that happens. Okay.
almost as bad as when you have to. It's when they bat around.
So Hannah Bergman, the first baseman, takes the first pitch down right into right field. That's going to be out of play.
Whoa. Right fielder went through the fence there. Is there an opening? I hope there's an opening. Either that or she just. Wow, either that or she's just a Mack truck out there.
The shadow. Whoa, a little low.
Wow, that was not a bad pitch either.
No, it wasn't.
So 1-1 the count. Just not getting a whole lot at the bottom end of the strike zone here. That one,
same pitch.
I didn't miss by much either.
No,
2-1 the count. So Bergman up here, but 2 very, very close pitches.
Yeah, so Hannah. This one's high. So we'll go to a full count. Things off. It's 3-1. Let me correct that. Not a full count. 3 balls, 1 strike. And leadoff batter, Hannah Bergman here in the bottom of the 3rd, fouls this one off. And took a swing at the lead ball. Anyway, it's a full count. Full count. First batter of the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Hilltoppers need to get some runners on base and get moving. Fouls this one off, so count's going to remain full.
Yeah, that was very close to ball 4. That was a little high up. Was over the plate, but I think that was the very, very top of the strike zone. I think it might have been ball 4. But Bergman shows bunt. Wow, do not ask me where that pitch missed, Gene.
Yeah.
But that is ball 4. That was, I have no idea where that missed. That looked like, I don't know what happened.
So Hannah Bergman moves on down. Now we come to the top of the order to Nadia Cedillo, the pitcher. So Hannah Bergman starts things off with a walk. So we'll run around first, nobody out. Second batter of the bottom of the 3rd inning, Nadia Cedillo. Nice hit out to center field. That's going to drop in. That's going to go to the fence. That's going to score 1 run for Los Alamos. That's going to be a double and a sliding in again, Hannah Bergman. They all dive in on this artificial turf. And so Hannah Bergman comes all the way around to score on a beautiful double by Nadia Cedillo right out in center field. Well, that was a nice hit. So she ends up on second, and that drives home Hannah Bergman. So the Hilltoppers now close it to 5-2. And now here comes, well, they got a guy with a different number, but anyway, this is Ileana Garcia. That's who that should be. We don't have an
Yes, that is Ileana. That is the
we don't
catcher.
have an 18 on the roster.
I wonder if she didn't have a uniform problem, but that's not who. Swing and a miss. Nice off-speed pitch there.
So she'll be followed by Abby D. Herrera, the shortstop, and then Sydney Kitts. And Ileana, the last time she was up, she had a slow roller. Nope. And
sacrifice down the first baseline is successful. The first baseman having to come in and field it, throws it over to second baseman covering first base. Goins with the pickup. And that is one away, but that's going to move the runner successfully down to third. So Cedillo 60 feet away. And that's going to bring
Abby D. Herrera throw down to third. But Abby D. Herrera is at the plate. She is the shortstop for Los Alamos, and she strike called on the first pitch, and then there's a nice hit out into center field, and boy, that's going to get away from the center fielder, and so heading into second with a beautiful double was Abby D. Herrera, so that scores another run for Los Alamos. And so that'll bring home Nadia Cedillo from third base. And the Hilltoppers now close it to 5-3. And Sydney Kitts is at and she grounded out to the pitcher last time. And so
Topper bat showing some life here in the bottom of the third inning. Couple of doubles. One by Cedillo, one by Abby D. Herrera to score a pair of runs. Toppers back in at 5-3. And, we knew the Toppers are swinging very, very hot bats coming into this round of state. And it's got all the earmarks of a shootout here.
Yeah, it really does. And what's interesting, Mike, we have one out, and that was from the sacrifice. So we gave away that out. That runner. So the count right now is 1-2 to Sydney Kitts. She's going to foul it off out of play. So it's still going to be 1-2. And then Sydney's going to be followed by Michaela Guillen. Michaela, a good hitter. Sydney is the cleanup hitter. And that's going to go out into right center field, and she's going to slide into second with a double. Wow. So Sydney Kitts, boy, she paced one out into right center field. And she ends up on second base with a nice double. And she brings home Abby D. Herrera. And so Dabby brings it home. So the Hilltoppers now closing it up here as they're only down by one run now.
3 doubles in this inning by Los Alamos. And that last one by Kitts, line drive, actually dropped in front of the center fielder, bounced over her head. Did a pretty good job to cut it off after that. And it's actually a fairly close play at second. A nice throw in, but she is safe. And the Toppers are in business, down by just one run here. Just one away with Reina Naranjo up to bat.
This is,
I'm sorry. That is not Reina. Excuse me.
Michaela Guillen.
Michaela Guillen. She is the number 5 batter and the first baseman.
She grounded out to short last time she was up, but Michaela, I mean, she can paste it here if she gets a good pitch. So Michaela, and she does paste it down the left field line, and whoa, too bad that goes foul. That'd have been some nice extra bases.
Boy, that had missed by much. The softball field here is also the soccer field for Milwaukee. There's two sets of lines, white line and a yellow line, and that would have been fair if we were playing the yellow lines.
Ground ball rolling down to second base, and they're just gonna. So an easy play, and the second baseman, and all she had to do was just kind of trot over there. That had no problem whatsoever, and so that was Haley Percote, and then she just picks it up and gets it over to Amaya Goins. So this time it's Michaela who grounded out to the shortstop last time. This time she grounds out to second base. And so we have two away, and we have a runner on third base as Sydney Kitts went down to third on that play. So we need some. And right now, Mike, what we need is Rihanna Naranjo to let one fly.
Yep, absolutely.
She had a high fly ball out into center last time she was up. There goes one. That'll tie this ball game. Boy, ground ball, and wow. I mean, that was a turf burner. Right past third base, out into the left field, and coming home is Sydney Kitts. So all of a sudden, that 5-1 lead for little pop fly. That's going to drop in out in toward left field, and so that's going to move the runners, and so we're going to have Rihanna Naranjo. Let's see. So we got Rihanna. Who's up?
This would be Lindsay Ferran.
Oh, okay. So Rihanna,
designated hitter, and I think have the Toppers batted around. I believe they have.
Yeah, they have. This is the ninth batter. Yeah.
So Gene is really pulling for Lindsay to get out, so he doesn't have to mess up his scorebook.
Yes.
But 5-5 ball game. Toppers have come to life here in this bottom of the third inning.
And a runner on third, scoring position. Runner on first. Swing and miss this time by Lindsay. She's a designated hitter. She's the number 8 batter, but there are 2 outs, but we have 2 runners on. We've tied this ball game up at 5-5. And what did Rihanna Naranjo do when she was up?
So we got a bunt that's going to go foul. Boy, I don't know if I like that move, but Rihanna got a single and then knocked in a run. So Rihanna on third base now after the single by Jamie Cisneros. So 1-2 the count to Lindsay Ferran, the designated hitter.
So we have Jamie Cisneros on first, and Lindsay at the plate. Let's see, okay. Being all caught up here. We have Rihanna Naranjo on third, and Jamie Cisneros on second. She stole second. So Jamie steals second. And the count right now is 2-2. Whoa.
Big swing there by Ferran, but she swings over it, and that is out number 3. But the Toppers, huge inning here in this bottom of the third inning, scoring 4 runs and 3 doubles in that inning by Los Alamos. So 4 runs on 5 hits, no Bloomfield errors, and 2 left on base, but we are tied up after 3 full innings, 5-5. You're listening to the Los Alamos Daily Post YouTube channel, bringing you the first round of the state softball championship between the Los Alamos Hilltoppers and the Bloomfield Bobcats. Bobcats started out like gangbusters, scored 4 runs in that first inning, Gene, and put up another run in the second inning as we head into the top of the fourth. But this huge inning in the bottom of the third inning for Los Alamos. Doubles by Cedillo and Abby D. Herrera. And let's see, who was the third double by? That was Sydney Kitts. So doubles, doubles aplenty in that bottom of the third inning.
Yeah, we had 3 doubles and 2 singles. Don't get any better than that. Wow.
Nope, that's a pretty solid inning for Los Alamos. Like we said, this is a very, very good offensive team, but Bloomfield can swing the bat as well. So we had a long way to go here.
So I have Navea Garcia at the plate.
That is correct. So Garcia with a swing and a miss for a strike one. That pitch looked a little bit out of the strike zone.
Yeah, a little raise.
So Garcia, she'll be followed by Angel Campbell and then Haley Picote.
Yeah, last time Navea was up, she put a foul ball into right field.
Whoa.
Sydney Kitts brought it in. This one's going to go.
That is not a foul ball. That is a fair ball, and that is going.
Wow.
Why, that was a no-doubter into right center. Wow. Garcia pasted that one, and that one just took off. And a solo home run there for Garcia puts the Bobcats immediately back up 6-5. What a swing.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't any question about that one. And so Angel Campbell now comes to the plate. She's the center fielder. She grounded out to the shortstop. The last time she was up, grounded out to Abby D. Herrera. Swing, slow swing, left-handed batter.
She could see the running start on that. Angel almost could have shook hands with Nadia there after she was done.
Yes, it's kind of a semi-slap bunt the way she's batting. There she goes with that was a slap bunt. That one she fouls off. So
she's almost out of the batter's box. She's getting that big of a running start.
Yes, she is.
But that's 0-2. I don't know if she'll do that. She's still choked way up on her bat. Left-handed batter. See what she wants to do here. And no conventional swing. Well, not slap bunt. That was not particularly conventional. That wasn't a great swing.
And on that slap bunt, they kind of line up in the batter's box, and then they kind of take a couple of steps forward, and then they try to direct where they put the ball. So this first pitch is going to go out into right field out of play, and Mike, that right now is Haley Picote. She's a second baseman. Struck out the last time she was up.
And giving chase out there in right field was Sydney Kitts. Did not run over the fence though. I'm a little disappointed in Sydney.
I know
she should have taken the fence out.
I know. That other girl opened up a hole for her. There's an attempted bunt, and
it's foul out of play. Not a bad idea there. The Toppers weren't looking bunt.
No, not at all.
That would have been a very interesting play, but was not able to put it down. 0-2 the count now to Picote.
Yeah, so for Picote, right now she's the second baseman. Whoa! Boy, right fastball at the knees. Wow, what a pitch. Called strike. So there's 2 outs as the Bloomfield now leads by 1 after a booming home run by Navea Garcia. And last time she was up, she put a high fly ball into right field, and that was caught in right field by Sydney Kitts. But right now, we're up to the top of the order again here, as coming to the plate is Navea Archuleta. And she's been pretty successful, I must say. She walked, and then she ended up getting a double. So she's
1 for 1. Fouled that one off into the cow pasture. The cow's getting quite a workout out there.
Yes. So this pitch is high as we are sitting here in the. Let's see, we are right now in the top of the 4th inning. Bobcats leading 5-4 over Los Alamos. 2 home runs so far by the Bobcats. Ground ball down the short. Abby De Herrera scoops it up. Easy play for Los Alamos over to Michaela Guillen. So they grounds out too short. That's preceding all those, the next 3 batters who were 3 up, 3 down. Preceding that was a booming home run. So
yeah, that was by the pitcher, Nevaeh Garcia. 6-5 ball game now, heading into the bottom of the 4th inning. And Hannah Bergerman due up. She led off that big rally in the 3rd inning with drawing a walk. And Nadia Cedillo and Ileana Garcia also due up. Nevaeh Garcia still on the mound for the Bobcats after getting roughed up a little bit in that bottom of the 3rd inning. We'll see. Don't really know how deep the Bloomfield pitching staff goes. I got to say though, Gene, you know, obviously we have really nice conditions here today, but you know, with a very, very fast turf field, yes, and with a couple of hard shots, the defense has been very, very good today.
Yeah, it
on
really
both sides.
So the Hilltoppers who batted around last time, and so now they're going to send Hannah Bergerman back to the plate. She batted first of the last inning, and then so they're now in the bottom of the 4th. Hannah is up to bat again for Los Alamos. The first pitch was a ball. This one's way wide, so that'll make it 2-0 to the second baseman. So Hannah Bergerman, and so the Hilltoppers down by 1 run right now. This one is going to be low, so we're going to have a 3-0 pitch coming. 3-0. Okay, so she walks over to talk to Maria Cedillo and saying, should I hit this meatball? It's going to come down the middle.
No, man, no. That ball runs high.
Way
so
high.
4-pitch walk there for Hannah Bergerman. And she starts off the 4th inning, same way she started off the 3rd, drawing a walk off of Nevaeh Garcia. And that's going to bring the top of the order, Nadia Cedillo, to the plate.
And Nadia takes a swing at the first one. That's going to be
it's a routine fly ball out to right field.
Yes.
And that is caught out there in right field. No problem. I'm not even 100% sure she moved.
I'm not sure she did either. Didn't have a whole lot on it.
Yeah, went pretty sky high, but right at the right fielder for the first down. That's going to bring up Ileana Garcia, and she bounces one off. Oh, just foul on down the 3rd baseline. 3rd baseman way pinched in, got past her on a diving attempt at it, but just foul.
Yeah, so I mean, just barely, and so this is.
And that one's going to bounce foul, I think. That may have hit Garcia in the foot after she hit it.
Yeah,
I think she took a swing at it. Yeah, I think it hit her in the foot.
Yes. Yeah, I did. It went straight down toward the plate.
And boy, that stings.
And so the count is 0-2. And so
ooh, boy, Hannah Bergerman got way off of first base.
She did.
And didn't go back immediately, but Nevaeh Garcia got the throwback from the catcher, didn't see her right away.
No, she didn't.
If she did, that might have been a problem.
So Ileana Garcia at the plate, the ball gets away from the catcher, and that sends Hannah Bergerman down to second base. So she right now is the tying run for Los Alamos. And Ileana Garcia is she had a sacrifice bunt the last time she was up. And kept that. This one is a pop fly. going to come down right in front of the pitcher's mound. And they're going to throw it to second. And Hannah Bergman, they're going to, it was a pop fly. It just a little to the towards between third base and the pitcher mound. The pitcher came in and caught it. And then she decided to try to get Hannah Bergman out back at second, and so she overthrew her. So the ball went out in the center field. So Hannah moves it down to third base. So she's the tying run still.
And interestingly, Hannah actually tagged up on that, so she was not going to get immediately thrown out. Another foul ball just down the third baseline, just foul. And boy, oh boy, it's the second time in this inning the Toppers have just missed down that line, and the third baseman is pinched way in. She didn't have a chance at either one of those.
No, she didn't. Abby De Herrera. And this one is another high fly ball. Let's see if somebody's going to get it. It comes down to second base. So high fly ball. Everybody kind of was running around, all trying to decide who's going to get that. So the second baseman comes in and makes this catch. And so unfortunately, Abby flies out. So after 4 innings of play right now, the Toppers still find themselves down 5. Well, right now it's 5-6 to Bloomfield.
Yeah.
And let's see, Sydney Kitts will be up for Los Alamos in the next inning. But right now we go over to the top of the 5th inning, and that we should be starting off with Trinity McMurray.
Yep, 2, 3, and 4, the teeth of this Bloomfield batting order due up here in this top of the 5th. Wow, it's a 5th inning already. This game is just flying by.
Boy, it certainly is.
So that'll be Trinity McMurray, the designated hitter. She'll be followed by Jerry Lynn Delgadito, the right fielder, and then Amia Goins, the first baseman. So 2, 3, and 4 due up. So 3 big hitters to face Nadia Cedillo. She's got a work cut out for her here with a nice fastball starting to McMurray.
Yeah, so Trinity came out designated hitter, and ended up with a triple first time she was up, and then she grounded out to first the second time she was up. So, whoa, nice pitch! Wow, I mean, boy, a beautiful fastball. I can't believe Trinity let that one go by. So the count right now to Trinity is 2 strikes. So Nadia. That's in the swing and miss.
Boy, and a great first 2 pitches there to McMurray. And that third pitch, McMurray was completely back on her heels. That was a 100% defensive swing, and she wasn't even close on that. So big out to start this top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, Jerry Lynn Delagarito comes to the plate. Struck out the first time she was up, Mike, and then she grounded out to the pitcher next time she was up. So the count right now, Mike, let's see, it was 1-1. So pitch is going to be high and outside. So
2-1 the count here, and the big hurt there in the on deck circle. She's chomping at the bit, and that's a ground ball that's going to get through the left side of the infield and out to left field. Nice pickup out there in left field to hold her to a base hit, but hard ground ball right between short and third. So runner on, 1 out, and the big cleanup hitter Goins up to bat, and
Maya Goins,
boy, she is
She had a single and a double.
Yeah, she's a big swinger. That one's going to be
Throw
outside.
Down the first.
Ooh, boy.
That was close.
That was a close throw. De La Garito got a little bit off the bag. Quick throw by Garcia. That was a close play.
Yeah. So this pitch is going to be low and in the turf.
I don't know how much Nadia's really going to want to throw her anything good here.
Yeah, really.
She may
She's a good hitter.
Yeah, she may keep it not too high into the strike zone, but that one's chopped foul. That was actually a pretty good pitch to hit.
Yeah, down into the third base dugout. So right now we have one away. We have a runner on first. That is Geraldine De La Garito. And then Amaya Goins is at the plate. And right now, ahead on the count 2-1. 3-1. 3-1 is the count right now.
No, you don't like to walk anybody in this situation, but I'm not challenged. I don't think I'm going to challenge Goins on this pitch.
No.
Yeah, well, Cedillo does the exact opposite of what she goes right at her and a swing and a miss.
Yeah, she zinged that thing in there. It was just a little toward the outside, but it caught the outside side of the whole outside edge of the plate. This one's a ground ball. That's going down to the second. They're going to make the throw to second. But,
they're going to call it safe. They're going to call her safe at second.
How in the world? She's out a mile.
I'm not sure what they called here, and
you don't have to tag her.
No, they didn't. I don't know if there was a bobble or what, but everybody is safe. They had her out easily. I'm not sure what they called, but everyone's safe.
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
But we'll have to get some clarification. If only we had some sort of Gene Steratore around sitting right next to us that we could ask.
Caitlin Zapata, who has a home run already, is at the plate. She has two runners on base. There's one away. It's a high fly ball. That one is going to bounce. That could bounce over the fence.
That did bounce over the fence.
Yes, it did.
And boy, that's actually very fortunate for the Toppers. It bounced over. That's going to save them a run. De La Garito going to come in.
Yes.
For the run, but Goins scores easily if that stays in the park.
Yeah, so she gets two bases with the ground rule double. And so Caitlin with the ground rule gets the ground rule double, and now at the plate is Elise Smith Oliver, the catcher. But they do score another run, and now they have a runner on third, and there's one out. And so inside.
Ooh, boy.
Whoa. Inside and below the knees strike.
Oh, boy. And Smith Oliver did not like that call.
No.
And I don't blame her. That looked well off the plate to me. And the next pitch is high and is right around the eyeball. So 1-2 the count. It's runners at second and third. Dangerous spot here.
Yes. And so the count now is 2-2. And
that was a very close pitch.
Yeah. So
makeup call.
Yeah. So they've got two runners in scoring position right now. And that's gonna score them. That's gonna drop in. Great play out there in right field that time for left field by the Hilltoppers. Jamie Cisneros. She went running over and took a dive at it. I thought for a minute she might have had a chance to pull that one in, but she wasn't, but that drives to another two runs home, as that will bring Maya Goins on home from third, and then they let's see, Caitlin. I guess what Caitlin Zepeda.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she. Oh yeah, she scored. She came in from second.
So yeah, really, Cisneros out there diving at it, came up about 6 inches short from making a fantastic play.
So
just a little. She's not a big girl. I think if she was she's a little taller, I think she makes that one.
Yes. The catcher, another ground ball out into left field. That's strictly picked up out there in left field by Jamie Cisneros. She brings it in and hurry to third, but that's going to be another. That was Elise Smith Oliver, the catcher, and so she gets a single out there, and that's going to. Let's see.
No. So, actually, I'm sorry. That was Nevaeh Garcia with the single, and runners at first and third. Now that's going to bring up the lefty Angel Campbell, the center fielder, just one away, first and third. And I mean, conventionally you'd say go to double play depth, but Angel's pretty fast.
Yeah, Angel.
And she's a slap bunter. That makes things a little more complicated.
Yes, it does.
Oh, and she attempts a bunch. She misses, but taking off on the pitch that's a pinch runner. That's a golden runner out there in second for Garcia.
We'll bring. Let's see. That brings in yeah.
That was Smith Oliver. Yeah,
Smith Oliver.
Smith Oliver scores, and we have the golden runner on third. And
that's
have a little meeting on the mound here. This is a dangerous situation here for Los Alamos. Just one out, and the Bobcats. They're on their number 9 hitter, but then they got their very powerful top of the order coming just right after this batter. Toppers are in a bit of a dangerous situation. We're gonna have a pitching change, as a matter of fact. Michaela Guillen gonna come in.
And so let's see, they've got now 1, 2, 3, 4 runs.
Yes, they've scored 4 runs in this inning.
So
on a let's see, on a couple of doubles, a ground rule double.
Yes.
And then a conventional double that was by Elise Smith Oliver, and then the ground rule double to score a run. That was from Caitlin Zepeda. So, and a couple of nice base hits. So,
and then of course the play at second, which should have been an easy play for Los Alamos. They called it safe. We don't know what happened. There's a ground ball down to the shortstop, and then they caught the runner coming down from first. All they had to do was just throw it over to the second baseman, and all she had to do is just step on the plate. We don't know what happened.
Well, and interestingly, the Toppers really did not protest much after that call. So evidently something happened there. It must have been a bobble or something like that. But the Toppers really didn't put up much of an argument after that play was called. So might have been something to it. But in any case, one away, 4 runs in this inning already. And up to the plate for the Bobcats is Haley Picote, the number 9 hitter. She slaps one foul, but right behind her, we get the top of the order, which has been very, very successful for Bloomfield in this ball game.
Yes. Michaela Guillen has come in to pitch for Los Alamos. And so, and that moves Nadia over to first base.
Nice fastball there from Guillen.
Okay, so Haley Picote goes down. So she takes a cut at it, and she picks up the let's see, that's just the first out of the inning, isn't it?
Yep. And fastball, and that's Dakota lines one foul off the first base fence.
So Haley Percote.
Boy, 1 through 9, Bloomfield swings very, very hard.
Yeah, she's sitting there with 2 strikes.
Percote well choked up on the bat again, is ready. And she fires a high fly ball into left field. It's a long run for Cisneros. She's not going to get there.
Nope. That's going to score 1 run. So Percote is going to end up with a double. Another double.
Oh boy, that was a high fly ball, but everybody in the outfield was playing way back. Cisneros gave a great run at it, but just could not get there.
Yeah, so they.
Oh my goodness. And that is going to bring up the top of the Bobcat order. And swinging it pitch well off the strike zone is Navi Archuleta. And Trinity McMurray, who I believe she led off this inning with a strikeout, and she's on deck.
Yes, she is. So, yeah.
So again, Gene, you're rooting for the double play here.
Yeah, really. Runners on second and third, and right now it's an 11-6 ball game. The Toppers better get to bid, or they're going to get mercy ruled. There's a hit out into right field. That's going to drop in. That will score a run from the first. Gets away from the catcher.
Oh boy! Oh my goodness!
One error after another.
Oh my goodness!
That should have been a routine play.
Yep, a single that was going to score a run, but the throw comes into home for no particular reason. It gets away from the catcher. Ileana Garcia rolls to the fence. Garcia can't pick it up cleanly, and another run scores. Oh my goodness!
And so then let's see, Haley Percote now is in all that. Well, it was just one error after another. The ball went out in the right field instead of just been like Mike said, a single, one run come in. The other runners, we should have runners on first and third.
And one run in, and we get 2 runs in, and dangerous hitter Trinity McMurray. She pops one out of here. The Toppers are in danger of going down by the mercy rule.
Yes, they are.
Holy moly!
Yeah, so it's 13-6 right now.
13-5.
5, I mean.
Yes. So that is low. Boy, oh boy! Again, coming in a very tough position here, and after her, another very dangerous hitter as well. So the Toppers, even if they get past to McMurray, they are not out of the woods yet. And McMurray lines one into center field. That's going to be right at the center fielder, Raina Naranjo, for out number 2. That was a line shot, but fortunately, Naranjo played that perfectly and caught that for out number 2. So, big retirement there. Still not out of the woods with 2 outs yet.
Nope. Geraldine De La Garito come to the plate. We still have that runner on third. And right now the score 12-6. Is that right?
No, 13-5. 13-5 is the count right now. 7 runs in for the Bobcats in this inning.
Well, I think
Jerry Lynn.
I think we're in big trouble.
Jerry Lynn skies one towards center, but run over, but that is caught by Naranjo for out number 3. So 2 big outs back to back. Flyouts to Raina Naranjo, but the damage is done. 7 runs by the Bobcats. They are up by 8 heading into the bottom of the 5th inning. Wow. And toppers are reeling right now. What an inning by the Bobcats. And just back-to-back doubles. And RBI single. And then just the last thing I needed, started throwing the ball around the diamond and allowed an extra run to score. So that is not what the Toppers needed to do at that point.
Right now, look like Mount Hilltoppers are looking at 13-5. Wow.
7 runs on 5 hits, 2 very costly Topper errors, and 1 left on base. 13-5 in favor of the underdog Bloomfield Bobcats here. So we've got a new pitcher for the Bobcats as well. And let's see who that is. That is not.
What's her number?
That is number 8 for the Bobcats. That is Geraldine Delegadito. She moves in from right field. She's going to pitch. So she has an 8-run cushion. And coming up for Los Alamos.
We are right now.
I'm not sure who that is.
What are we in the bottom of the 5th?
Yes, we're in the bottom of the 5th. So that is number 6. Not sure who that is.
It should be Sydney Kitts.
That is not Sydney.
Let's see. Batting. Sierra Gonzalez.
Yes, that is Sierra. That is correct. So she's pinch hitting here. And bottom of the 5th inning, interesting move here by the Toppers. Kids have a pretty good ball game. And swing and a miss, 2-2 the count.
Yeah, so Sierra batting for Sydney Kitts. Said Sydney is the right fielder, but so right now Sierra Gonzalez gets called strike on the corner.
The balls on strikes have been a little wonky tonight, Gene.
So it should be Michaela Guillen.
That is Michaela. She is now the pitcher for the Toppers. 1 away here. But, the strike zone's been a little hard to predict in this contest.
Yeah, a little bit. Michaela, whoa.
Hard pitch there from Geraldine.
No problem predicting that one.
No, that one's hard not to call a strike. 1-1 the count. And again, lifts one into left field and coming in. Not going to make the play in left field. That's going to bounce down. Could have been caught, but that hits the ground and Guillen gets on second.
Flying into second. I mean, flying. She took off, took a major dive. I mean, she got air under that one. And then she lands her batting helmet goes flying off, but she does. Michaela does get a double out of it.
We're going to have a meeting at the mound here for Bloomfield. I'm not sure.
And so,
actually, the Toppers are talking to the home plate official. I'm not sure what I don't know if they're going to make a move or.
Yeah, Rihanna Naranjo is supposed to be up to bat.
Oh, that is Rihanna. I'm not sure what the discussion was about, but
Rihanna is up. Michaela Guillen is on second base. Right now, it's a 13-5 ball game. Of course, we will go 6 innings at least. And there's a call strike as the wind really whips up down here in Pewaukee. So strike 1 to Rihanna, and that high. So run second, Michaela Guillen. There's 1 away as Sierra Gonzalez batted for Sydney Kitts, and she struck out. Michaela Guillen got a nice hit out into the outfield, and they couldn't bring it in. So Michaela, this pitch is low, but she takes a swing at it anyway and fouls it off. So Rihanna right now, she has a runner in scoring position, but unfortunately, Hilltoppers are down by 8. They need a lot of runners in scoring position.
Yes, yeah, they need about 7 runners in scoring position, which is tough to accomplish.
Yes.
And Rihanna, boy, it took something off of that one to Jerry Lynn, and Rihanna swung right through it for the second out. That was a heck of a change up there from Jerry Lynn.
And Jamie Cisneros is supposed to be up.
It looks like Jamie. Yes, it is. So 2 down.
2 down. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Topper's in trouble here.
Dangerous. And so this one is fouled off.
Boy, go and play at first base. Let that one go. It was kind of a cue shot. It was right down. It bounced initially in fair territory. And she just picked it up. Cisneros was running right at her. She just could have tagged her out. But she let it go foul.
Yes.
Oh, just missing on that one. And
Michaela
on the delayed steal takes third base. The battery not paying enough attention to her. And she's going to end up on third. So Michaela 60 feet away. Jamie Cisneros 2-1 the count.
So Michaela goes down to third. And so the count right now is 3 balls, 1 strike. There are 2 outs. We're in the top of the 5th inning, at the bottom of the 5th inning. Hilltoppers are trailing 13-5 as this one gets away from the pitcher and the catcher, and so just heading down to. So Jamie Cisneros heads down to first with the walk. So we have runners on first and third. Now this should be Lindsay Ferran.
That is not Lindsay. Let's see, that is
Maria De Herrera.
And she's a flex player, is she not?
Yes.
All right, so she will be batting for herself. So that means basically that Maria is now into the ball game, and the Toppers are going to lose the designated hitter from here on out. But Maria going to be up to bat. Runners at first and third, 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Toppers down a bunch, trying to get back at least within striking distance. But Maria's got an opportunity if she can do something here.
Yeah, so Maria De Herrera throws down to second. They got her.
Unbelievable.
Hilltoppers had runners on first and third, and they decided to send Jamie Cisneros on this attempted steal, which you would think that you'd be surprised that the Bobcats would play that one because they had a runner on third. And so anything at all out there, Michaela Guillen could have come in to score. But
well, when you're up by 8, though, you can take that chance. And that was a heck of a throw down there, and they got Cisneros by a step.
Oh, yeah.
But a little surprising, they put Cisneros in motion there. The Toppers did. When you're down by 8 runs, 1 base is really not going to be the difference that's going to get you back in the ball game.
No,
a little surprising of a decision there, and like I said, great throw down to second base, and Cisneros was hung out to dry. So for the Toppers, no runs, no hits, 1 Bobcat error, and 2 left on base. 13-5 ball game. Heading into the top of the 6th inning here. And like I said, the Toppers are not out of the woods yet. They still got some big bats to contend with. Michaela Guillen coming in relief last inning. And, boy, she is facing the big hurt. Amaya Goins going to lead things off.
Yes, Amaya. And she's been very successful up there, I must say. Swings at the first one. She had a single first time she was up, and then she came up in the third inning and got a double. And in the last time she was up, I think she got another double, I do believe.
So Goins, very, very dangerous hitter. So Topper's down by 8, and a line drive, and that's going to go into the gap. Nobody there.
Yeah, so she's going to end up on second base, and she slides into second. So Amaya Nagoya starts things off here in the sixth inning. I got to screw up my
that last inning messed up your sheet, but yeah, it's top of the sixth inning, and Goins leads off with a double.
Yeah,
and like I say, 8 runs down.
And here comes Caitlin Zapata.
Uh-oh.
And Caitlin already hit a home run.
Yes.
Let's see.
Not sure what happened. I think somebody out there made a play. Somebody on the stands. 0-1 the count out the foul ball.
Yeah, foul ball over the backstop into the bleachers right behind behind the first base, right next to the first base dugout. A strike is called, and so the count right now is 0-2 to Zapata, who boomed that home run to start things off for the ground ball. Is going to bounce over the pitcher, and it's going to bounce out into the center field. And Hilltopper is going to bring it home, and so the runners are just going to simply move as Amaya go on. She's just going to go on down to third. So it was just a ground ball bounced over the head of the pitcher and then out into center field. And then Caitlin Zapata, she just ends up on first base. And then Amaya goes to third. So there's nobody out. They have 2 runners on. And at least Smith Oliver should be the batter.
Yes, that is correct.
The catcher. And she hasn't, let's see.
Well, she had a double last inning. And then knocking a pair of runs, kind of get Bloomfield's big inning underway as she fouls one off. 1-1.
Yeah, so. She'll be followed by Nevaeh Garcia, but right now the catcher's at the plate. And let's see. There's a bunt. They're going to play it at first. And
that bunt didn't make any sense.
No, it didn't. No, I don't understand that bunt. Well, they do. They move Caitlin Zapata down to second. So they now have 2 runners in scoring position. Before that bunt, it was they had runners on first and third. So Elise with the bunt.
But Goins on third base, she's not fast. She wasn't gonna score on that.
No, Nevaeh Garcia, is at the plate, but the pitch by Michaela is wild, goes way over the head of Ileana, the catcher for Los Alamos. So easily coming in to score is Amaya Goins. That makes it now 14-5. And Caitlin Zapata goes down to third base.
Oh, my goodness. We are 60 feet from the mercy rule.
Yes, we are.
Unbelievable.
Nevaeh Garcia is at the plate. Runner on third. Whoa, that looked awfully good.
Pretty good pitch.
Yes, it was. Nevaeh was the pitcher, but they replaced her. They brought in Delagarito to pitch. So she's no longer the pitcher anyway. So there's a ground ball. That's going to go to the shortstop, Abby De Herrera, play it first, and they get her at first, and then the throw comes home, but that allows Caitlin Zapata to score, and and Nevaeh Garcia is thrown out by the shortstop. So Mike, looks like we got 2 outs and there's nobody on.
Yep.
But right now we're looking at 15-5, and so.
Oh, brother. And the lefty, the slap bunter, Angel Campbell puts one right between third base and the pitcher, but that took a nasty bounce right between them, and she gets aboard. Boy, that had all kinds of English on it. That would have been a great Willie Masconi trick shot there, and it bounces away. So she's on base with the infield hit.
Yes.
Boy, that just played just fine by the topper. It just took a nasty bounce. Not much they could do about it.
Yeah. Well, that'll bring up Haley Percote. She's the second baseman. They do have a runner now on first. That is Angel Garcia. Right now,
that is not Haley.
Let's see.
That is number 11.
Number 11 is batting, and number 11 is, we don't have an 11. Oh wait, wrong one.
Veronica Dural.
Veronica Dural is at the plate.
So 15-5 ball game. 2 down here as we are at the bottom of the Bobcat order.
Swing and miss.
The bottom dropped out of that one. Nice pitch there by Michaela.
Yes. So it makes it 1-1, and let's see. We have the heading to second. To throw, and she's safe. Down at second. And that is Angel Campbell. Angel Campbell steals second, and at the plate and pitch hitting right now. That is Veronica Dural. Durall. Dural. This one she fouls off. So there's a runner on the second base. It's a 10-run lead, which means that the Hilltoppers have to score at least 1 run in the bottom of the 6th inning, or it's over.
Unbelievable. This is not the position we were expecting. We thought
certainly never thought we'd get mercy ruled. And the Hilltoppers have been batting very well. But boy, the Bobcats, they've got some good hitters. I'm surprised that maybe their district was a lot tougher.
Well, up there in the Four Corners, they are known as a pretty solid softball area of the state. But yeah, kind of a wonky record as Dural rolls one down to first, and it's picked up by Nadia Cedillo. Cedillo's at first. I was like, we never did figure out where she is, but she started the game, but she's at first base now.
Yeah. So 2 outs, and they're all at the plate, and the count right now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. That'll make it 2-2, going to third. Now, without any trouble whatsoever, is Angel Campbell.
I think the Toppers thought that was strike 3, and they just kind of relaxed on that play, and Campbell just sort of rolled into third.
Yeah, so it's 2-2 now. And now they have that runner on third base. This one's going to get away from the catcher, and so coming against the score is going to be Angel Campbell. So now, Mike, it's 16-5. 11-run lead for the Bobcats. And well, I thought we were going to win this game. I really did.
Yeah, I thought coming in, I really liked the Toppers' chances.
Well, we've been watching the Hilltoppers, and they've been batting very well and fielding very well. But well, I tell you, these Bobcat hitters are. I mean, boy, they've got some boomers. Wow.
Yeah, they really do. And then on the offensive end, it's not like Los Alamos is swinging poorly. Bloomfield's made a couple of plays when they needed to, and they're just not dropping in the way they have been.
No, they aren't. And it's interesting too. And there is strike 3 called against Haley. The other thing I wonder too, Mike, is this is artificial turf. I don't know if that's affected the way the girls are playing or not, but of course Bloomfield's in the same situation. Would have been interesting to have this game up at Los Alamos at Hope Field, but they were worried about the game may go too long. That sun is so far up in the sky, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we've got a couple of them. We've got about at least an hour and a half of sunlight left. What time is it? It's 5:30. Yeah, we got easily an hour and a half. So, but the problem is the Hope Field in White Rock does not have lights. It is not equipped with lights.
Yeah.
So if this went into extra innings, there would have been a danger of running out of daylight, but
yeah, they have to finish this game.
Yeah, but there is absolutely no danger of that right now. But we are in danger of finishing early, unfortunately. So it is the bottom of the 6th inning. Toppers are down by 11, 16-5. The good news for the Toppers is Maria Di Herrera. She was at the plate
to a flex, but
when Jamie Cisneros thrown out, and then we're going to get to the top of the order. So Toppers got some bats coming up here pretty quickly, and Maria's no slouch either. So we'll see what they do. Jerry Lynn Delagarito is still the pitcher, and she's down 2-0. Swing and a miss there by Maria. 2-1, but Toppers need 2 runs to stay alive.
Yes, they do. So Maria at the plate, the bunt, back to the pitcher, throw to first, and a first baseman but can't hang on. So a little bunt right back to the pitcher. So Maria Di Herrera gets on the bunt as it picked up by the pitcher over to first base. The first baseman couldn't hang on, but ball got away from her. So anyway, now should bring up Hannah Bergman.
And then they're looking at Maya Goins over there at first. I think they're looking to see if she pulled a muscle there. She really stretched out to get that. I think she stretched out a little too far. I think that was the problem, and I think she lost her footing a little bit.
Yeah.
And couldn't hang on because that should have been an out.
Oh, easy out. Yes. Hannah Bergman now at the plate for Los Alamos. She's the second baseman for the Hilltoppers. She's the number 9 batter for Los Alamos. She shows bunt. And fouls it off against the screen right in front of us.
Now, Bergman flashes bunt almost every single pitch, but she rarely actually bunts.
Yeah.
But that was a bunt attempt, but caught that right off the bottom of the barrel.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be wanting to sacrifice an out right now. A little bunt, throw to first, and going to get away from the first baseman again.
Wow.
So that little bunt only went about 3 or 4 feet, and they scoop it up, throw it down to first, and there's a bad throw to first, and the first baseman down there couldn't handle it. So the Hilltoppers put on 2 runs, two on base. So right now we have Maria Di Herrera down at third, and Hannah Bergman is now at first, and
another bunt by Cedillo. This one is fielded cleanly, and she's thrown out at first. Bergman will move over to second. I wonder if the Toppers aren't saying something here in the outfield or in the infield defense where they can bunt. That's 3 straight bunts.
Yes, it is.
And frankly, that should have been 3 outs.
Ileana Garcia is at the plate. We have runners on first and second. And so Maria Di Herrera is on second, And Hannah Bergman is on first. Hilltoppers need both of them to come in to continue this ball game. Called strike, throw down to third. She's safe. So
interesting play there.
Yeah,
throw over to third, and Maria back in plenty of time.
yeah, so
one ball, one strike, one out.
Yeah, so on that sacrifice bunt. And this one falls in right field. High fly ball out into right field. And the right fielder coming in trying to get to it. Actually, it was the center fielder. Center fielder trying to come in and get a hold of it, but she couldn't get to it. Now is Angel Campbell. And so the ball drops in, and so that brings home a run for Los Alamos. As coming in to score is Maria De Herrera. So she comes in to score, and then Hannah Bergman now, I believe, he's at third base. And so
the Toppers, they are now down 16-6. Bergman standing on third and Garcia on second. So if Bergman scores, the Toppers will stay alive. Abby De Herrera at the plate, and she sees a ball. But an interesting start to this inning. A couple of bunts, a couple of errors on bunts that should have been out.
Yeah, so Abby, the shortstop, takes the cut. So right now we've got Abby Hannah Bergman on third, and Ileana Garcia. Let's see who is that.
Bergman on third and Garcia on second. So Bergman represents the stay alive run. I'm going to call that the Bee Gees run.
Inside pitch. 3-1 now is the count. And the batter for Los Alamos right now is Abby De Herrera. And this is a walk. So Abby goes down to first base. And so right now, let's see.
Bases are loaded.
Yeah, we do have the bases loaded, yes. Bases are loaded, and let's see, what do we got? One out, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They're showing bunt that time, but at the plate right now is, let's see, that's number 6, at the plate, Sierra Gonzalez again. So Sierra batted last time. She's going to bat again for Sydney Kitts. And
a bunt, and that goes right to the third baseman. Third baseman charging in. She picks it up and steps on home plate for the force out. So, wow.
with the bases loaded.
That made no sense whatsoever.
No.
So, Toppers down to their last out here, and Michaela Guillen at the plate. I don't understand that play at all. That was a routine bunt. It went right to the third baseman, charging in, and she just walked in and stepped on the base for the force out.
Yeah, I understand. When you're trying to come back, you have one, and you have one out already.
Yeah, if there was nobody out, maybe you try that. One out, I don't think you can.
So this is going to get away from the catcher. Los Alamos is going to score. So the ball game will continue. So let's see. That's going to make it now. Let's see,
16-7 as
7. Yeah. So
as Garcia comes in to score. And,
Kayla thought that was a ball.
I thought that was a ball too.
Oh, right.
So 3-1 the count. So after Michaela fouls this one off, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so the Hilltoppers have runners on second and third. Michaela, high fly ball out into center field. That's going to be an easy catch out there for Trinity Miller, I do believe. Yes. So anyway, but the Hilltoppers stay alive. Unbelievable. As right now it's 16-7.
Yes, so the Toppers will play one more inning. Well, we'll play at least one more inning. But the Toppers down 9. Heading into the top of the 7th inning. Toppers 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 costly Bobcat errors. The Bobcats have been very, very good on defense until the last 2 innings. And that was just some sloppy plays out there on the field by Bloomfield. The first 2 batters, Maria de Herrera and Hannah Bergman, both attempted bunts. Those were routine bunts. They should have been outs, but there was trouble getting the ball to first base on both occurrences. So the Toppers, instead of 2 outs and 2 runners on, they both come around to or Maria comes out around to score, as did later Ileana Garcia. So 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors for the Bobcats. 16-7 ball game as we head into the top of the 7th inning. So Toppers do what they needed to do there. And up to bat for Bloomfield right now is the leadoff hitter, Nave Archuleta. Should be followed by Trinity McMurray and Jerry Lynn Delagarito. So Toppers need a goose egg, and then they need a big, big rally.
Boy, do they ever. 16 to. Well, at least they did avoid the mercy rule. Maybe that was the point of the bunt, to get 1 run in and avoid the mercy rule.
Well, the Toppers playing with fire there because they
Yes,
that should have, in best case scenario, gotten no more than 1 run.
Right. Exactly.
And the Toppers needed 2, but they got it as Archuleta fouls one down the right side out of play. And so we've lost a lot of balls
yeah.
in this ball. They keep going into the cow pasture over there, and it's like, no, the ball runners don't want to get them. I don't blame them. I don't want to go in there.
And Nevaeh Archuleta is at the plate, and she said she got a 2-2 count. There's no out. She's the leadoff batter. This one literally rolls over the plate, so that makes it a full count.
That's your classic worm burner.
Yeah,
but there's no worms here because it's artificial field. So
turf burner.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah.
You can call that the Wilson Stadium special. Going to turf burn, that is a place to go.
And there's a ground ball out into left field, and so on base easily right now is Nevaeh Archuleta,
center fielder.
Yes.
And McMurray, she's got some pop.
Oh, throw to first, and wow.
That was a closer play than I thought it was going to be.
It certainly was. So Trinity McMurray, well, she had a triple, and she had a grounded out to first, and she struck out and flew out. Now there's a nice line drive right into center field, right over second base. So we have runners moved down now. The runner moved down too. So that'll put Nat Nevaeh Archuleta at second. Trinity McMurray ends up on first with a single. There's nobody out. And then Geraldine Delagarito should be the batter. So she'll be followed by Maya Goins, and then they're both their big hitters, Caitlin Zapeta. And this is going to be fouled off. Honestly, this game actually is going the way I thought it was going to go in reverse. Los Alamos have been hitting so well. I mean, every game they play, they've been banging it away. They played Taos, put in 16 runs in 2 innings. And of course, I don't know. Maybe it's just our district is. They may have a pretty tough district up there. They have Aztec and Kirtland Central, Maya and Gallup.
Yeah, Gallup was very good this year. Aztec is usually pretty solid. So that is not a fluffy district up there, not a fluffy feel-good district. So Bloomfield did pretty well in the district too.
Yes, they did.
Interestingly enough.
Yeah, they lost 2 to Gallup. See, like say, Gallup is this one's going to hit the turf in front of the plate. So the count right now is what are we looking at? A full count?
Full count here.
Count, yes.
But don't be too surprised if Gallup goes very, very deep in the playoffs. They're a very good team.
Yes, they are.
And only if they could play basketball, they'd be that much better.
So this one is.
So the throw over to first. Tauber's looking to turn a double play, but that was definitely not a given with McMurray going to second. So Bergman put on the brakes and threw it over to first. That was actually probably the right play. So one away as the play they're out at first base, runners advance, but that might have been the right play there by Bergman.
Yeah,
because McMurray was going into second very hard. That would have been a very, very close play.
Maya Goins and pitches high and outside. Good recovery by Ileana Garcia, the catcher for Los Alamos. But Amanda Goins, I mean, she's done something every time she's been up. Every time. So she's gotten on base every time, and not by a walk. I mean, she's banged it every time she's been up.
Well, again, we have a situation where first base is open. I don't know how much I mess around with her here.
Yeah, really. Two runners in scoring position. The count right now is 2-0. They're 1 away. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Swing and miss. Whoa.
But like I've been saying, just go right after her. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, really.
And that's exactly what Michaela did. Give him a fastball in the outside corner. 2-1 the count. Is that right? 2-1?
Yeah. 2-1 right now. There's a high fly ball.
Oh, boy.
That's going to go deep, deep, deep. And whoa. Oh, my God, Mike. Another home run for the Bobcats. Wow. I mean, they are pounding this thing away. Another home run out there. And so
that was a blast. And, Gene, if we're playing soccer, that almost would have scored in the opposite goal over there. Holy moly. What a shot by Goins. I mean, you were just a big girl like that. It swings that big. It's just a matter of time before she pokes one out. That was a shot. 3-run home run for Goins.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
So what does that make it? 19-7?
That is correct.
So let's see who's at the plate now. Caitlin Zapata, another big hitter for the Bobcats. She had a home run. First time she was up, she pasted one. And over the right field fence. And so the count to her right now is 1-1, but Maya going, she got a hit every time she was up. And most of them for extra bases. And there's a ground ball out in, or a line drive out into left field. And well, that's just the Hilltoppers field it and bring it in. So Jamie Cisneros out there for Los Alamos, but the single for Zepeda actually ends up on second base. So she
Cisneros had a little trouble over there in the corner picking it up, but I think Zepeda gets into second easily anyway. So.
Yeah, and that'll bring up the catcher, Elise Smith Oliver, and last time she was up, she bunted out. See what they do here. But the runner on second, I doubt if she'll be bunting.
Wouldn't think so. There's nothing the situation for it.
Ground ball to third. And okay, so the ground ball goes to third, and they don't make the throw to first, and then I think they made the throw down to second, I think, and then but then trying to come down to third base, trying to stretch it down was Caitlin Zepeda, and Zepeda, she is thrown out and diving into third base. So
out on the fielder choice 2 away here as Nevaeh Garcia comes to the plate, and she's got a home run in this ball game as well.
Yes, she does.
Seems to be a recurring theme here for the Bobcats.
So Elise Oliver Smith Oliver, whatever, she gets on first base, so she's on first. And let's see, she's the only runner on at the moment. Caitlin Zepeda was thrown out. So there's 2 outs. And Nevaeh Garcia called strike on a hard pitch. So right now, Michaela, 2 ahead on the count, 0-2. There's 2 outs, and Hilltopper trying to get out of this inning. Ooh. She started to swing, decided not to swing, and the pitch comes straight over the plate. Well, that was definitely a strike. I mean, no 2 ways about it. So, swing and miss.
Do it, but the damage is done. A 3-run blast.
Yes.
By Amaya Goins, and I mean, we've seen some big shots by the Bobcats, none of them bigger than that one. That one, boy, oh boy, that had to be flirting with 300 feet, Gene. That was just a monster shot. But anyway, 3 runs on 3 Bobcat hits, no topper errors, and 1 left. Well, pretty simple scenario here for the Toppers. They need 12 runs. No 2 ways. No 2 ways about it. They need 12 runs.
Yes, they do.
Now, if they get 12 runs here, Gene, we're going to be super happy that we came down here to Pewaukee with a field with lights on it.
That's right.
Because we're going to be going into extra innings. But anything short of that, and it will be the Bobcats moving on to the second round of the state tournament into the always just a run-of-the-mill double elimination softball tournament. And Rihanna Naranjo is batting. Should be followed by Jamie Cisneros. And Well, it's not Lindsay anymore.
Sierra Gonzalez.
Oh yeah, Sierra Gonzalez has also
been batting.
Checked in the ball game, but 0-1 the count here.
Yeah, Rihanna Naranjo for Los Alamos. Interestingly enough, Los Alamos was the 5 seed. Bobcats are the 12 seed. And they were getting waxed by the 12 seed.
But Bloomfield, at least this afternoon, is not your typical 12 seed. This is a solid team, and they swing the bat very, very well.
Yeah, they certainly have. What is it, like 4 home runs? Something swing and miss. So Rihanna, let's see. Now coming to the plate is Jamie Cisneros as Rihanna Naranjo strikes out. That makes it 1 away. Jamie Cisneros is at the plate. Ground ball down to third. She drops it, picks it up, throws it to first.
They got
her.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
She
threw that thing. She was on her knees.
Yeah, and Nevaeh Archuleta, the ball handcuffed her, got away from her. She went down on her knees, threw it on her knees.
Yes.
And she threw a rocket to first base to get a pretty speedy runner. That was an amazing throw over there by Archuleta.
Yeah, I thought that Jamie was going to be on easily. Here comes Sierra Gonzalez, and Sierra batting. She's now batting in place of Lindsay Ferran, who was the designated hitter to start things off. But Sierra now has come in. And so, well, Mike, it's 0-2 is the count.
Yep.
So right now, Bobcats are 1 strike away from heading down to that mess in Albuquerque. And that'll do it.
Unbelievable. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And that will do it for the Toppers. And this season they go down 19-7 to the Bloomfield Bobcats. A 12 knocks off a 5. And Bloomfield is, boy, that is just not what we were expecting.
No, not at all.
The Bobcats did not have a stellar record coming in. They did pretty well in the district. Actually, played much better in the second half of their season. And then kind of see who they were playing at the beginning of the year. They just had an absolute killer schedule. They played 3 teams from out of state. And he was like, and it wasn't like, it wasn't like, 2 feet into Colorado or anything. It was like Fremont, California, and then team from, I think, Texas and things like that. But anyway, the Bloomfield played much better in the second half of the season, played fairly solidly through in a tough district. So, and came in here today and just took it to Los Alamos.
Yeah, they were solid as a rock. Coming into this ball game, and we're the 5 seed and they're the 12 seed, and we had a really stellar record, and his kids were batting like crazy. We only lost 1 district game, and in the last games that we did, my God, Toppers were banging that ball away. I kept telling people, well, we got some really good hitters, so I expected to do very well today. But what it just simply boiled down to, Mike, is that freaking Bobcats they just flat out hit us. And that's all there is to it.
They just pounded away from the first inning on. 4 home runs for the Bobcats in this ball game, and they were not cheapies either.
No,
those were big flies out.
Plus, I don't know how many ground rule doubles they had.
They had a couple of ground rule doubles, several extra base hits. So this is keep an eye on the Bobcats if you're going to follow the state softball tournament. they might. I think they're going to knock off a couple of people. Well, they knocked off one today. They knocked off the Toppers, winning this ball game 19-7. So congratulations to the Bobcats. That was an impressive offensive showing for the Toppers. Gene, obviously they ran into an offensive buzzsaw. The Toppers offense actually was not bad tonight. It wasn't a situation where they weren't swinging well. They just things weren't happening. The Bobcats also very solid on defense, made a couple of nice defensive plays in this game.
Yeah,
And
really
kept Toppers did make some interesting moves. They got a little bunt happy there, which I didn't understand that.
No, I didn't either. And of course, like you say, they had some really nice moves. That play at third base was amazing when they hit the ground ball down to third base, and she dropped the ball, and then she went down on her knee to pick it up, and then she threw it to first, and she was still on her knee, and she got the runner. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was quite a the Bobcats very, very solid team top to bottom. So don't be too surprised if they pick somebody else off in the course of this tournament. But
no, I wouldn't be surprised at all. And of course, now you go down to that crazy double elimination. So I would think right now that they'd be playing the 4 seed. I think
that's St. Pius, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it is.
So, but St. Pius obviously. Just pick your sport. They're very solid in it. So, in any case, the Bobcats, the better big swingers tonight. They win that one 19-7 here in Hakona. And so, boy, oh boy. And that was unfortunate end to a very, very good Hilltopper season. Flirted with 20 wins.
Yes.
Offensively, very good. The pitching staff, was very solid most of the season, and they're going to have just about everybody back next year. So this team's not going anywhere. This
I think
team
Lindsay Ferran is the only senior.
if I'm not mistaken, she is, and Lindsay's solid player, but Toppers have just about everybody else back, this team isn't going anywhere, Gene. They're going to be around here for a while. We're going to be talking about them for a while.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, we are. And so, but I tell you one thing, I was impressed with the Bobcats today. I mean, hitting, of course, their hitting was fantastic. But their fielding was just, smooth. You hit a ground ball down to the shortstop or somebody, and they just scoop it up and never had any problems. They just the only one I can remember is that one at third base, and they still throw them out. So they didn't have very many. They didn't have that many errors.
No, they got into a little bit of trouble a couple of times, but Toppers or the Bobcats were able to limit the damage. Then a couple of nice plays, and then just an offensive juggernaut are these Bobcats, and we watched a big hitting team all season, and these Bobcats were very, very impressive.
Yeah, they certainly were. And now the situation is the Hilltopper boys are playing academy right now at academy.
And let me get on that worldwide internet and see if we have any update on that. But yes, the Topper baseball team is playing the academy chart. We always play academy at state. I don't remember the last time we didn't.
Yes, that's right.
It kind of funny how that works, but we will let me just take a big quick peek to see if we have any information on that. But so they are playing one game this afternoon, and then they will play a scheduled doubleheader if one of those two teams wins both of those contests. It's a best of 3. And let's see if we have any.
Yeah, it's the best 2 out of 3. So they'll play Academy this afternoon. The game started at 4:00. Mike's trying to look it up and see if he can find anything about it. And then no matter what happens today, then